Yo, what is good, Bears Nation? Welcome back to the channel, guys. And we have some breaking news. The Bears just signaled a potential massive move, kind of telling us where they might be going this offseason in terms of the quarterback situation. Now, a couple of days ago, they made a big signing, right? They got a brand new OC over here for Justin Fields, potentially, in Shane Waldron. Now, knowing that they have a new OC, there's going to be a lot more hirings that come down the line in terms of a quarterback coach, a running back coach, and all of that, right? You need to bring in your quote-unquote staff with you. You need to bring in some assistant coaches. Now, where did he look? He looked back in Seattle for some coworkers, some former NFL players, and also some other coaches that have been in the NFL for, a decent amount of time. And in this video, I want to break down, not only what they should do, but what they potentially can do going forward, not only with Justin Fields, but with whoever they decide to put at their quarterback. So, like we said, Shane Waldron, the former Seattle Seahawks offensive coordinator, has now came over here to Chicago. But with that being said, he set up a lot of interviews, right? Now, he has already signed someone new to be the quarterback coach. Now, this is huge because, listen, if you keep Justin Fields on this team, we know who his coaches are going to be. One, Kerry, and two, Shane Waldron as well. Now, if you guys don't know, Kerry is a former CFL quarterback, but also a former NFL DB. Yes, so very, very interesting. Obviously, sometimes seeing a former defensive player as a quarterback coach is actually very interesting. Now, the reason being is they know how to read defenses so well, so he can help a guy like Justin Fields be able to, decipher when a team's in man, when a team's in zone, when it's cover 3, when it's a Tampa 2, when it's a cover 3 match, right? So I think having a former defensive back in the NFL is actually crucial. Now, in this video, I want to break down some film here. Alright, here's one of my favorite plays of the year by Justin Fields. Now, what we're going to see early is that pre-snap motion. What that tells us is this is man coverage. We saw him actually cross the formation a little bit, or cross the receiver, right, and get to his man. So you got man here, man down here. But the interesting thing is Justin Fields is going to read this safety, right? This safety is going to bite down and kind of play like a QB spy, a hook curl, a mid-read type of zone. And then you have one deep safety over here. Everything else is man to man. What does that tell us? There's going to be an open spot on the field, but we're going to need to, get it open with using our eyes. Now, what I mean by that is, boom, right here, you don't see him yet, but right here we have a safety, okay? This is important. This safety right here, we need to move this guy in a different direction, because DJ Moore, this is our intended receiver. So we got a clear route, we got a curl, and then another fade route over here, right? Now, how do we get this safety away from DJ Moore? Well, you're looking at it. Justin Fields is looking right over the middle. Now, you say, how does that work? You see how he's now looking down instead of looking at DJ Moore, who's breaking wide open? And you see how Justin Fields is looking at Darnell Mooney, but throwing to DJ Moore. I mean, this is next level type of football here by Justin Fields, and I feel like he just started to do these things, like at such a high level. Again, your first read is this safety. Bring him down. Once you see the safeties down, this left, or his left side of the field is wide open, right? We know it's going to be wide open. But the only thing is, we need to make sure the safety, you see how the safety's already rotating this side of the field, because he wants to make sure, he goes where Justin Fields is looking. But once Justin Fields makes up his mind, he's looking this way, he knows he wants to throw this way, but, is looking here. It's such a good job, and boom, you had a slight hesitation by that deep safety, and it's too late. DJ Moore gets a crazy pass down the left sideline. Absolute dime. Now, before we jump into this Caleb Williams film to show you guys why Caleb Williams could be the future of this team as well, do me a favor, hit that like button, just help get this video out to more Bears fans around the world, but also subscribe to the channel if you're new. It's free, doesn't cost anything, and I'm going to be covering the Bears for the rest of the offseason. And basically what that looks like is potential draft picks, potential free agent signings, and we're going to be breaking down individual film of certain players of whoever you guys want to see. So comment down below a name or two names that you guys want to break down from film for this season. And with that being said, also check out Underdog Fantasy. They will match your first deposit up to $100. If you like winning money, go do it there, man. I'm telling you, they're going to give you free money to start off with, and they're going to give you free pick'ems. What that basically means is, like, for this weekend, Jared Goff over half a yard. It's free money. Go check it out, man. And you can play best ball drafts as well. And lastly, comment down below more film. If you want to see more type of breakdowns like this one, comment down below more film, and let's get back into the video. And then there's a guy like Caleb Williams from USC who is projected to go #1 overall. If that's to the Bears, I don't know. But he's projected to be the best quarterback in this draft. Now, early on in this play, we're going to see a fumble, right? A bad snap or a bad read for the quarterback and running back, right? But in this scenario, a lot of quarterbacks in the NFL will just dive on it, right? Be safe, play conservative, not lose the ball, not turn it over, right? But Caleb Williams says, you know what? No. So not only does he have 3 guys coming at him, he stops, looks for, what was that, maybe a second. Remember, this is in slow motion, by the way. So for a quick second, a guy in his face loads it up and says, I got someone open, and I'm going to throw it, right? Again, remember, pressure in his face, stays calm, stays collected. The ball was on the ground. He just picked it up, not knowing where his receivers are at the time. He looks up quickly and throws a missile, right? What do we see? Wide open. Led him in the perfect spot. Ends up being a touchdown. Guys, Caleb Williams is a different level of quarterback. Okay? Now, I don't know how he's going to translate to the NFL level, but what I do know is the Bears focused on bringing in these new coaches. Now, these coaches have done a good job developing quarterbacks, right? Like we said earlier, Kerry Joseph, that former DB, does a really good job at helping quarterbacks read defenses. But Shane Waldron, he was also a good coach as well over in Seattle at times, and he really helped lead this new look offense without Russell Wilson and helped Geno Smith become that quarterback. So there's a point of me that believes that Justin Fields does deserve to be the quarterback, right? And I think making him the quarterback helps their rebuild even more, just because there's a sense of, familiar faces at quarterback to wide receiver to running back to O-line. There's not going to be a whole new generation of, let's learn a new system or learn these new players, if that makes any sense. However, I will say one thing. We saw what CJ Stroud just did, right? And if you think Caleb Williams could be like CJ Stroud, right? If you think he could be like a Patty Mahomes, if you think he could be like a Josh Allen type of talent, and you don't think Justin Fields can be, then Caleb Williams is the home run pick, right? Watch this play here, a dual threat quarterback, and this is why. So we're going to get a read option here, or not a read option, but a play action to number 6. What that does is bite down all these defenders to the right side, right? So boom, they bite to the right, but then they realize, oh wait, Caleb Williams is rolling out to left. So now, knowing that he is, a threat on his feet at times, they start following him to the right side. So now you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, even 7 guys coming out here trying to stop this scramble by the quarterback, but then stops, right? Doesn't roll out anymore. He's like, I have so much time in the pocket. I'm not going to panic. I'm going to take what the defense gives me. And you know what they're giving me? A bomb. Look at this throw. Look at this throw in stride. Such an amazing throw here by Caleb Williams. There's no catching up. Great play by number 2. And ends up being a touchdown. Guys, I'm telling you, Caleb Williams is not just any quarterback. And I know he struggled this year, too. He was actually struggling because he, quite frankly, USC had one of the worst defenses in football, right? But Caleb Williams showcased that he could be special. Watch his play, avoids pressure, and this is a good Washington team who, went all the way this year as well. And look at this throw. Pressure in his face, cross-body throw, one leg planted. Look at this throw, man. I don't get it. See, the throws that I see Caleb Williams make, it's eye-opening, right? It doesn't make sense at times. Like, this is amazing. Like, it's supposed to be a power right? And the Bears, the Ravens like to run stuff like this, right? It's to sell all these guys down, but then you will have, a route if you decide to throw it. And, I mean, this throw is just amazing. The fact that he throws it off one foot, right? Look at this. Off his left foot. Right foot's not even on the ground. Cross-body throw, and it's a dot. Guys, I'm telling you, I don't know what to say. I don't know what the Bears should do. But they have a big decision to make. And I think these coaches, them signing him, just gave us a huge signal in terms of, I think they go with Justin Fields. I think they stick with Justin Fields. If you look at the fact that they revitalized Geno Smith's career, And then the Bears, Ryan Poles decided, yeah, let's go out and get these guys that can help our quarterback now. That way we can continue to build around him instead of resetting the offense, right? You draft Marvin Harrison, right? You have Justin Fields, you have DJ Moore, you have Darnell Mooney, you have a running back you guys really like. I mean, I think Justin Fields could be the right move, right? And even so, right, you don't even have to take Marv 1. I think you could trade back 3 picks, 3 picks, get Marv anyway, but still load up on more picks. I'm telling you, I think this Bears team is in a really good spot, but I don't know what they're going to do. Comment down below what you think they're going to do. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Also, comment down below the number 1 if you think Justin Fields will be here next year. Comment down below the number 2 if you think it will be someone different. Now, the one noteworthy piece of news that, nobody's talking about right now is these coaches, and I'm talking about, Shane Waldron, but also Kerry Joseph, right? These guys helped revitalize Geno Smith's career in the NFL. Think about where Geno was before he got the starting job. He was going to be a career-long backup. But most importantly, I think Justin Fields is a good enough quarterback to be amazing in the NFL. I feel like over the last 8 weeks of the season, he was only getting better. And I feel like, guys, you got DJ Moore here. It was his first year here. You still have Darnell Mooney. You have, some other weapons as well. But, man, if they add a guy like Marvin Harrison to this group, I feel like Justin Fields has all the potential in the world. But before we break down some of this film, do me a big favor, guys, and hit that like button, but also, right, comment down below, what do you think the Bears should do? Should they keep Justin Fields? Should they draft Caleb Williams? Should they trade their pick back? What do you think they should do? I heard a lot of rumblings also that the Patriots could be interested in trading for Justin Fields for like a 2nd or 3rd round pick, and then the Bears go out and take a guy like Caleb Williams. What do you want to happen? But also comment down below the number 1 if you think Justin Fields is good enough to continue being the quarterback for this team, but not only that, is or has the potential to be, maybe even a franchise quarterback at the NFL level. I do believe so. I think he's got the tools as a runner. I mean, if you look at his stats this year, he had a career high in completions, a career high in completion percentage, a career high in yards. He had probably the best touchdown to interception ratio of his career so far, which still needs to improve. I get it. Had a career high in rating. I mean, I feel like Justin Fields is still very young, still has a ton of potential, and if you surround him with more pieces, I feel like he can't get worse, right? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below, but let's start breaking down some film for you guys.